Adam, sometimes you have a really messy employee exit. Employees mad, employers mad, employees threatening, all these kinds of things. Are you able as an employer to threaten to withhold their final paycheck unless things chill?
You probably shouldn't, definitely consult with counsel before even considering, what to do with an employee's final paycheck, because there are wage theft laws. There are, requirements under the Fair Labor Standards Act, which is the federal law which governs how to pay people, to pay people in full and on time, to pay people at least minimum wage. So if you theoretically didn't pay someone for a week of work, there could be a minimum wage violation, potentially an overtime one, also potentially a wage theft one. And if you have a scenario where the employee is maybe threatening something which could be construed as like a protected expression by withholding their paycheck, on top of those other things, it can look like retaliation. So I would say there are very, very limited scenarios where you can withhold all or part of an employee's paycheck, and those should all be done under the direction of counsel. And it really should only apply in jurisdictions which allow it, because it's not like a nationwide thing where you can just withhold an employee's paycheck. But in the jurisdictions which allow it, the general rule is that the employee needs to be non-exempt, okay, meaning entitled to overtime, entitled to minimum wage, and not exempt, meaning excluded from those. So if the employee is non-exempt and they've previously authorized a deduction to their paycheck, let's say for a return of property scenario, that's where we normally see it, then you can have a deduction so long as the deduction does not put the employee below minimum wage. So, and even then, I suggest, let's make sure that it's carefully done and you have that consent form signed and that minimum wage is unaffected and overtime obviously is unaffected as well. So to answer your question, the answer is generally no. You should never withhold an employee's paycheck. If you do it, make sure you do it under the advice of counsel.